A critique of the end time, men of gods. A bitter response to Pastor Ebel Damina. In recent times, Nigerian pastors and their counterparts across various African nations have had their deceptive practices and manipulative powers exposed, largely due to the efforts of Pastor Ebel Damina. This revelation is remarkable, as Pastor Damina was once part of the very system that spread a gospel centered on exploiting the religious ignorance prevalent within the Christian faith. It is significant that Pastor Damina has successfully convinced Nigerians of his genuine repentance, and he is now fully forgiven. Pastor Damina's new mission has focused on enlightening the faithful about the lies propagated by his fellow pastors, many of whom have remained unrepentant in their deceitful ways. His message of truth has brought much-needed clarity to a system of exploitation that has long been rooted in African Christianity. When Pastor Damina embarked on his new journey of exposing pastoral corruption and manipulation, many of his colleagues doubted he would be heard, assuming his message would not resonate. Several approached him, demanding that he cease revealing the truth. But it soon became evident that his message was not only being heard, but embraced by frustrated and disillusioned churchgoers. His efforts to reach every corner of Africa with the truth have struck a chord with many, offering them a sense of relief from the financial exploitation perpetuated by these end-time men of gods who demand complete financial surrender to God in the name of faith. Initially, these deceitful pastors and their followers launched a fierce counterattack, using social media platforms to vilify Pastor Damina and undermine his efforts. They enlisted their loyal congregants to wage online wars against the pastor's redemptive message. However, despite their efforts, Pastor Damina's unwavering stance has attracted a growing following. Pastor Damina has courageously called out some of the most powerful, influential, and wealthiest pastors in the African church. Today, he has won more souls than he ever did while preaching a gospel rooted in transactionalism. Churchgoers are waking up to the truth, and many are no longer blindly obeying the demands of pastors who once held unquestionable authority. As a result, tithes and offerings have significantly dwindled, much to the dismay of the wealthy church leaders who profit from these financial contributions. This shift has deeply troubled the end-time men of gods, many of whom are beginning to alter their messages, pretending to support a less exploitative gospel, though their true motives remain unchanged. The so-called Daddy GOs, General Overseers, are now worried about the financial impact of Pastor Damina's revelations and will stop at nothing to stop him. Pastor Damina has faced numerous serious threats to his life, and Nigerians are aware that these end-time men of gods are not to be taken lightly. They are fully committed to their mission. They view his efforts as a direct threat to their wealth and influence, and they are determined to counter his exposure of their exploitation at all costs. If you support the good work that Pastor Damina is doing, now is the time to stand firm. These deceptive, materialistic pastors are numerous, well-resourced, and determined to maintain their grip on power. Pastor Damina's message is not just an attack on individuals, but on the system that enables such exploitation. Join Diaspoint to explore public views on key events shaping Africa. We highlight governance successes and challenges, promoting awareness and inclusive participation. Your voice matters in Africa's transformation. Follow us and share our content. Diaspoint, the African diaspora engaged in Africa's future.